Once you've registered for self-assessment, you can fill in your tax return. In Section 3, Tailor Your Return, we ask if your self-employed income is more than £1,000. You may need to answer yes, even if your income is £1,000 or less. For example, if you want to pay voluntary Class 2 national insurance. Please use the Help About link for more information. If you answer yes, you need to tell us about this income in Section 4. First select Fill in your return, then choose Enter self-employment details. There are 2 questions on this first page. The first asks if your annual turnover is above the VAT threshold. We then ask if you were affected by basis period reform and have a remaining transition profit or loss to declare. You can find out more about this in the Help About link. If you answer yes to either of the questions on this page, you'll need to give a more detailed breakdown of your self-employed accounts. If it's no to both questions, you're given this simpler version of the self-employment section. You'll need to tick anything on this list that applies to you. On page 2, tell us the name of your business and what you do. It's important to tell us here if you started or stopped being self-employed during the year, and enter the dates. Add your accounting details on page 3, including the date your accounting year ends. We recommend using the 5th of April as it's the end of the tax year. Also, tell us if you're using traditional accounting instead of cash basis to work out your income and expenses. With cash basis, you account for your income and expenses when money is paid in or paid out. When using traditional accounting, you account for your income and expenses on the date goods and service are invoiced. On page 4, enter your turnover. Show any other business income here. You can claim the £1,000 trading allowance here, but this means you can't deduct any other expenses. If you're not using the trading allowance, show your allowable expenses further down the page. When your figures are in, your calculations will appear at the bottom of the screen. Page 5 is for capital allowances. If you're using cash basis, you can only claim for business cars. Page 6 is for adjustments. These include the value of any goods or services for personal use, any losses brought forward from an earlier year, and any other business income. Page 7 asks about any losses from the current tax year. Page 8 is for tax deducted from your gross pay by a contractor under the construction industry scheme. If you're not in the scheme, leave this box blank. On page 9, tell us about your Class 4 national insurance contributions. Use the Other Information box to tell us about anything you feel is needed to support your entries. Next, you'll see a summary page so you can check everything. You can find out more about self-assessment on gov.uk and in our other videos on YouTube.